So remember in the last video when we talked about Kirby being a tiny walking miracle who's basically powered by the universe's love and good vibes? Yeah, well, buckle up buddy, because now we're talking about the other side of that cosmic energy. The side that isn't all sunshine and friendship and rainbows. This is the side that's pure existential darkness wrapped in a smiley face sometimes. We're going straight into the void. Not metaphorically, I mean literally the entity named Void, the creature who shows up at the end of Kirby Star Allies like, I am God, fight me. But here's the twist, Void isn't just the cosmic end boss of Star Allies. Void is the beginning, the end, the alpha, the omega, the surprisingly adorable. Void is both the darkest and brightest possible shape a heart can take. And he might be the ancestor of Dark Matter, Zero, the Elfilis invaders, and maybe even Kirby himself. So yeah, let's talk about it. If you've ever wondered why the Kirby series typically deviates between cute picnic adventure to fight the screaming blood orb now, Dark Matter is why. Dark Matter's been around since Kirby's Dream Land 2, where it shows up, possesses King Dedede, and turns Popstar into a planet of unease. See, its whole thing is suppressing emotion, specifically positive emotion. Joy, gone. Friendship, taxed. Love? Not on Dark Matter's watch. But here's the weird part. Dark Matter cries. Like, seriously, Dark Matter cries during his boss fights. The manuals literally describe it as lonely. So it isn't purely a creature of malice. Rather, it's a creature of emptiness. A being that desperately wants connection but has no idea how to express it. So it just possesses people. You know, like a toxic ex. And then Zero shows up in Dreamland 3 and 64, white orb, giant bloody eye, cries bloody tears. Zero 2 in Kirby 64 even has wings made of light, and is fought in what looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 title screen. My point is, these aren't demons. They're corrupted heart entities, and here's where things get a little bit fun. By Star Allies, Void Termina's pause descriptions basically go, hey, so this thing changes shape depending on the hearts around it, like literally, its entire being shifts based on the emotions it absorbs. It's kinda based. That is exactly Dark Matter's behavior, as the core idea is the same, but now it's spelled out on a cosmic level. Dark Matter is a line of beings born from Void's negative emotional aspect, the shadow of the heart. Not hatred, mind you, but more so emptiness, in my opinion. So that means Dark Matter, Zero, Zero 2, and even the tiny Dark Matter fetuses, they're all Void's children, or to put it more lore accurately, different emotional states of the same cosmic essence. Void isn't good or evil. Void is potential. Dark Matter is just one expression of that same potential. And so you're probably thinking, what happens when Void's other side expresses itself? Well, you get Kirby. You ever notice how Kirby and the Dark Matter line have the exact same powers and attributes? Floating orb people, laser eyes, transformations, elemental affinities, shape-shifting through emotion, but one is about loneliness and the other is about joy. Star Allies doesn't even try to hide it. Void Soul, the second to last form, literally has the same face shape as Kirby, and the final form, just named Void, has the Kirby blush marks. Like, the game is spelling it out for you at this point, they're connected. Void is the blank canvas of being, while Kirby is Void with a good upbringing. Remember at the end of Forgotten Land, Elfilis said, I wonder if I too was once wrapped in the gentle light of the starries long ago. He's describing an origin exactly like Kirby's, a being born from miraculous cosmic energy and compassion, wrapped in a gentle light, and Kirby arrived to Popstar in a gentle spring breeze, keyword being gentle. Which leads us to the Forgotten Land creatures. Okay, the Elfilis species. These creatures show up out of nowhere in Forgotten Land and immediately rewrite the entire Kirby cosmology. Imagine you're a bunch of ancient humans. You discover an alien that can reshape matter, open wormholes, fuse mind and body, travel between dimensions, and transform based on the emotions it absorbs. Congratulations, you found yourself another Void type entity. Fecto Elfilis is essentially Void but if it forgot therapy, a hyper-powerful being of miracle energy trapped and experimented on until its rage became apocalyptic. And then in Star-Crossed World, we meet its sibling, Meteonelfilis. This guy was encased in crystal because its power was so intense that outer space itself was like that one Michael Jordan meme. We even get a full oral legend about it. Meteors fall containing starries. Some are stars of light, one is the star of darkness. If it awakens, it devours everything. Only the stars of light can seal it. A star of darkness born from miraculous power, sealed by childlike star creatures who resemble crystallized miracle energy. Yeah, that is just Void and the dark matter progeny told through a new cosmic lens. The Elfilis twins aren't just some random aliens. They are part of the same cosmic chain that include dark matter, Void, and Kirby. They're all beings who form weapons and bodies from absorbed traits, shift forms based on emotion, release stars when defeated, naturally produce miracle power, and can be sealed or unsealed by crystallized star entities. This isn't a coincidence. This is a lineage. Let's look a bit closer at those crystallized star entities introduced in Star-Crossed World. These things are called starries, very creative name, and they might actually be the single most important piece of Kirby lore in a long time. It's funny that I say long time as if I didn't play nearly all the games in just a couple months, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, these guys fall from meteors, gather around beings of miracle power, speak telepathically, restore a massive seeding crystal, and according to astronomer Waddle Dee, they've existed for ages, wherever meteors fell. And what do they look like? Tiny gem stars, shining fragments of miracle energy, literal star children. This ties directly into the theory from my previous video, that stars are crystallized miraculous power, the essence of Void or Void-derived beings. We're even able to see fragments of the same crystallized miraculous power in another dimension in Return to Dreamland, which makes sense as we know Void exists in all dimensions. And then we finally have Elfilis dropping the bomb. I think long ago, I too might have been wrapped in a gentle light of the starries. And that's essentially proof he was also empowered by or born from the same miracle star essence that is responsible, or at least partially responsible, for your beloved warp stars, sparkling stars, and even Kirby himself. This implies starries are the raw elemental form of miracle power that defines the entire Kirby cosmology. They both bind light and darkness, they stabilize void-born beings, and they maintain cosmic balance. They are the missing link, no cancellation. Finally, we arrive at the big one, Void. Big Daddy Void. The pause descriptions in Star Allies build a very specific image of Void, a primordial being born from the fabric of the universe, capable of infinite forms, shaped entirely by emotions around it, with no inherent morality, but with potential to become a god of destruction, or god of creation, or something in between. Void is both heart and absence, light and dark, source and echo. Dark matter is Void's negative side, Kirby is Void's positive side, Elfilis is Void's unstable potential, and starries, they are the primordial particles of Void's miraculous power. Void isn't one character, Void is a species, or a force. Void is the underlying template from which cosmic life in all of its duality emerges. Think of Void as the cosmic parent, and everyone else has the emotional outcomes. The way I see it, Void with fear is dark matter, Void with despair is zero, Void with rage would be Elfilis, Void with love would obviously be Kirby, Void with balance would be the starries, and Void in its natural form would, well, just be Void, I suppose. This is not a villain. This is the blueprint of existence. I am Void, you are Void, your mother is Void, your dog is Void, the delivery guy who keeps delivering your packages addressed to a Samantha, even though no one named Samantha has ever lived in your house, is Void. And Kirby is the miracle where that blueprint took the most hopeful shape. So what exactly does this all mean? Well, it means the Kirby universe isn't merely a battle between good and evil. It's a cycle of emotion. A cosmic story about how hearts quite literally shape the universe. Everything from warp stars to the sparkling stars to dark matter to Elfilis to Kirby himself. They're all connected. All made of the same cosmic stuff, miraculous power, which is the energy of the heart made manifest. And Void, the first heart, reflects whatever the universe feels. Loneliness creates monsters, hope creates heroes, fear creates catastrophes, compassion creates miracles. And Kirby is what happens when the universe feels joy, when it wants to love, when it creates not out of fear or power, but pure, gentle warmth. The universe looked into the void and the void smiled back. That smile became Kirby.